targets who overstep. But, you know, I feel like it's going to be around playing around those big spikes and also getting that mid-jungle ahead. But JDG looking for options in the top lane. We talked about the Malphite obviously being someone who can stack a ton of armor. You know, a Sion can do that as well, right? The only real magic damage is going to be that LeBlanc, and obviously typically not the one pumping damage into a beefy frontliner. So I like that they have this Sion. He's going to be able to block Shock Blast, which is importantly, honestly, a thing that...
That there's a big old bear waiting for him. They're going to go in and try and maybe get some damage down. The charm does land, but it's a lot of damage already been traded back. The Q does hit for Kanavi, but needs to be a little bit careful. Both mid laners down to about a third of their HP.
25 gold.
And 25 gold goes over to JDG. Net positive for Kanavi.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of a difficult one for RNG to find. You see the concept of how this mid-jungle can really punish the Ahri, right? You land the chain and the stun. Because the wave was so close to the tower, engage coming in bot.
Yeah, they're going to go for it now as they can get a little bit of gravitum to stop this engage from happening. The flash and cleanse has to be used by Hope, as well as the cleanse from Gala, who has the flash in kind. Missing now, may have to use his own little summoners. They do not quite have enough damage while that's been happening. Top side, we didn't get to see it at all in game one, but Bin not quite going down. Kanavi not quite able to get the kill, but this is what we expected from JDG.
Yeah, I mean, I expected this for the series as a whole, right? Is Bin often falls prey to early ganks, and Kanavi is someone who will lean towards 369 to find them, and unfortunately they don't get the kill.
Gaming, this is as well, you see Bin going very aggressive, and this is not exactly what you want to be seeing here. They're just baiting him in, saying, look, we know that you think you're safe, you know that you think you can't get away, and there's just only so much Bin can do. First blood goes to JDG. That's just smart gameplay.
Yeah, really smart, especially as the wave was going to end up pushing towards JDG. The critical thing, I feel like if the wave was stacked up more, Wei might have come top and helped him crash it. But ultimately, see Ming looking here.
Yeah, they're going to find Missing, has to flash, and that was important. Remember, he didn't burn it down on that last engage, and he has it here to keep himself safe.
Yeah, so again, fishing for windows. I love this three-man trio of Ming.
Engage options, and now Kanavi recognizing that maybe he has an opportunity in this top side as Bin's going to get this wave crashed into him, and this could just be, again, more priority in the top side.
I mean, Kanavi has ult. This should be so easy for them.
Yep, there it is. They're going to land the Q as well. He's going to get the decimating smash down. They get the ignite, and the kill goes over to Kanavi. It's as easy as that. Textbook, if you will.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he kicks him in a 369. He just drops the ignite. Now, we look at the counterplay coming out. Once again, we have that level 6 from the volley bear. This is very difficult for JDG to deal with, and critically, Hope, still no flash.
Here we go. They're going to try and go for it. There's a TP on 369. They're going to try and use it straight away. They turn off the tower, and they've killed off Hope straight away. 369 is here, and Yagawa's spirit rushing to the scene. We will see the haymaker, but it's only to deny the inevitable as we now get more and more engages coming out. They will not be able to trade back more. It's a 2-for-1 in the extended trade. JDG still answering RNG well.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, we actually saw
impact on this volley bear, and this is a bit of an issue right now for RNG. They need to try and make something happen.
Yeah, and the Herald's just been picked up by JDG, so something we often see RNG prioritize is that early Herald, especially when they have Pry on bot lane. They just let JDG take it. Now, 2 plates gone mid. A lot of gold. Yeah, 3 plates gone mid. A lot of gold into the pockets of JDG, and it means that second Herald can easily take that mid tower. So, despite the fact that Xiao has a CS lead, he is going to be falling behind because 18 CS compared to an assist and those plates. Yagao's completely happy.
Yeah, and this is going to be Dragon as well. They have the priority in the mid lane. They didn't really have the bot lane in position to try and contest. So JDG slowly but surely picking themselves up 1,000 gold lead, getting those neutral objectives. They're already
either God is really trolling or something's amiss. And he does check, doesn't go too far forwards, but a lot of plates taken on the bot side already.
Ooh, 369. He's getting pretty well hammered down right now. Will lose about 2/3 of his HP as we see an engage coming in. They're trying to catch out Kanavi, who flashes away. Oh, that was beautiful from Gala. Follows him all the way. Missing is stuck, and Xiaohu, that was so clever from Xiaohu. He goes back to the distortion and says, hello. That's 2 kills to RNG, and that's the explosiveness they needed.
That was so nice. Well, I feel like game 1, it was more for Reliance. They need to find those opportunities.
Hope. He's in a lot of trouble. They're going to turn off the tower and try and just jump in on top of him. He's already used his cleanse. He's got his flash, his Gale Force. Can he get himself away? He cannot. Xiaohu picks up a kill. The mid-jungle combination that RNG loves so much.
It's just kind of like, we talked a lot about getting Gala ahead. I feel like
gets ahead, that's fine.
That's great, we'll take it. But yeah, because I think one of the stats we looked at was goal difference. It's like, oh, so Gala gets a ton of gold. No. Hope gets none.
Yeah, he's not above the average gold god. He's above the average in terms of his opponents. So nicely done here by the side of RNG. They get a kill, they get the tower. They will.
When they're completed, when you get those mana immunes of Bin and Gala, that mid game is where I really see RNG able to blow the game open, right? But that is also where they fumbled in game 1.
Exactly the point as well. Mid game was too big to deal with.
Yeah, and they're looking for more opportunities.
Oh, no. Oh, Hope. He's going to have to try and use his Gale Force to get himself away. Missing, does not have Flash. He's going to use the Solar Flare and the Moonlight Vigil use, so a bit of a Sun and Moon combination as we now get a full 5v4 coming out now. It's going to be JDG really making this one work, and RNG, we just talked about the mid game. It goes completely wrong for them. They will gain the top lane tier 2, but that was just rough.
Yeah, so I just wanted to illustrate what RNG shouldn't do, and they helped me out by just showing it on screen. Don't do that. Trying to force an engage, they end up not being able to connect with Hope, and they just can't kill Missing quick enough. Now, Bin is doing so much in this chase. He's got that tier 2, a lot of extra gold, so they're still ahead. But one thing is in pocket, and another coming up in about 4 minutes, the pressure is going to be on RNG.
No, 369's used a lot of his mana, used a lot of his abilities as well, so now he's just going to kind of be run down here. He doesn't have his ultimate because he used it to get away. He's actually used an exhaust that he picked up from his Summoner Spellbook. Big ol' volley bear, and finally Bin has arrived in this series. As I say that though, we got the two big tanky boys. JDG have wasted enough of their time to try and make this one a little bit harder, and they're going to turn it all the way around. They thought they had the kill. They thought they were able to kill the Scion, but it ends up being so bad. Good guy Minion tanks up the charm as Yagao still pushing forward. Will land the Everfrost. 2 kills traded back. JDG not to be outdone.
And it just feels like RNG keep leaning into the tankiest members,
if not more. And now we're going to have to look at the picture. And picture though, there's a little bit of a fight going on. We need to go back to live. Screw the replay. Thank you very much. As we're going to go straight back in, and we're going to see a full 5v5. Ming is dead, and now we're going to see them getting taken down even more. JDG in this mid game are decimating, destroying, disintegrating RNG. RNG are falling apart at our seams.
And I just don't know what they were doing. Because, like the big thing for me is you have a Jace, you have a LeBlanc, you have a Xayah, right? In particular, the Jace land the poke from a distance. The LeBlanc is such a threat because you can dash in, chunk someone out, dash away. But it keeps being RNG looking for engages, and now JDG on the Baron, Bin. He also try and Shock Blast over the wall for a steal. Ends up whiffing completely. I think this is just gone.
I think it might just be gone. They might try and get some kills off the back end of it, but they're so tanky on the side of JDG. They're not really taking any damage whatsoever. Missing goes forward. They get the Baron. They will kill off the support, as we can see them now maybe going in. Xiaohu tried to do something, but he's just not able to continue the damage. It's all falling apart. JDG now 2,000 gold ahead with the Baron in pocket. A minute till Dragon.
But it's definitely getting harder, and they have 3.5 minutes to problem solve, because if they end up giving up that soul,
Bin gonna get caught out here by Kanavi. He's gonna try and burst him out. Will not land the Q. Bin still ticking down, but not quite dead. That red smite almost doing it, but that's the jungler. That is their jungler taking out your full damage Jace. We can now see Ming finding 369. You can see Wei. He's like, no, dude, you gotta get out. I can't help you here. Can't even take the blast going over the wall. That is gonna be an unfortunate unstoppable onslaught. Will not land the feathers, as we can see now. 369 just jumping onto Ming. They're committing everything because guess what? He can't go anywhere. It's your resources that you use, but there's nothing to lose off of it.
Yeah, and it's just an easy pickup again onto Ming, and now JDG can continue their pressure. They're trying to push his wave in mid. I think Gala should be able to clear this out with the feathers. But definitely needs support from his team to come through here.
Moonlight Vigil does land. They will get the Gravitum down on top of Gala, but he shall not be losing his ultimate just yet. We will see them putting down some decent pressure onto this mid lane, but look at the damage going to 369. It's negligible. They don't care right now. Kanavi with the flash kick lands it onto Bin, and that's going to be him dead in the water. Flash has to be used, so the charm does not land. Yagao now pushing forward with Missing. Xiaohu's here, but Xiaohu doesn't really have the damage. Never mind, he does. He flashes in and finds Gala. 369 is still going to be able to take down this turret. The rest of his team, they should be able to escort themselves out to safety.
And as much as they force them away, I talked about the goal lead being built up by JDG off the Baron. They are now 4,500 ahead, right?
Joined 5v5 and Dragon has started.
And looks, 369 is going to back off to heal. Kanavi can heal off the dragon as well.
Here we go. They're looking for Kanavi. He's taken down to about a third of his HP, but he should be fine. They're going to go in and try and take it! Wei gets the steal, and RNG survive to fight another day, or do they? JDG not happy to let this one just go. Bin gets himself over the wall with To the Skies, but look at the damage coming in the Moonlight Vigil. It's good. The GA has to be used by Kanavi as they try to look for the Xiaohu over the wall, looking to see if he can find something. It's scrappy. These health bars are low. It's going to be down to the carries of RNG. Bin is down. Can they take down 369? I don't think they can. He's just too damn big, and there's nothing they can do. Hope will eventually fall down. Gala is going to be chased out by Kanavi, and JDG are going to go 2-0 up in this series.
Once again, from a goal deficit in the early game, JDG answer back. Kanavi massive on this Lee Sin, and 369 feeling immortal on this Scion now. Respawns are coming in from RNG. Not sure they'll be able to close this out, but they're going to try.
Yeah, they're going to try and go for this. It's 2 tanks, it's a set and a volley bear. What are you going to do to try and defend this? Fun fact, you can't, spoiler, and they're just going to lose so much. They have a massive wave coming in as well in towards that top side.
JDG don't need to end now, right? Yes, they didn't get the soul, but they can all just hexgate out, right?
Train's leaving, boys.
Yeah.
He can. I will say there's a great ward right there for RNG on the Baron pit. They know they're separated. They know they can go for something here. And they know that JDG maybe thought they had full control. They do not. Showstopper not quite able to get the face breaker. That could have been the moment. Now we get the unstoppable onslaught coming in. The Gala is dead. Missing will be taken out on the backside by Bin. But can they make anything else happen? Yagao is just pushing forward with the Spirit Rush, knowing how big he is, knowing how powerful he can be. JDG will get 3. They'll only lose 1.
Yeah, and they don't even need to look towards the Baron. They can just try and push for the end here. We'll see what they have to do in this situation. Xiaohu is still alive, but clearing the wave is going to be difficult against 4 members.
369 can just tank. He doesn't care.
Bin went mid to clear the wave there. The super minions pushing in bot though, and this is the problem, right? Third inhibitor going down. JDG can just look to walk this one in.
Top side kings are JDG as 369, Kanavi, and Yagao are just unstoppable right now. They are looking to try and make themselves a 2-0 start. Yagao gets out by the skin of his teeth, and Kanavi says to the side of RNG, Xiaohu is Emperor no more. They are pushing in. They are looking for it. They are going as hard as they possibly can. RNG still surviving though. RNG need to get these health bars down, but the zombie Scion is good. They're trying to get onto Kanavi. It's going to be on Gala. He's pushing in. They're going to keep it alive. They can't take it yet. They will not be able to end. They should be able to clear out these minions, and RNG survive.
It's so close, so the respawning minions will help block the supers, and oh my lord, RNG unwilling to let the second game go down. It was so close. 369 hammering away the Nexus. They will just keep it alive.
Baron?
And actually
missing.
Look
at missing. Look at missing. Look at missing. He's going to try and go for it.
369. All he needs to do is just
drop a ward.
Yeah, I mean, they have
not
minions.
Even they have minions. They can just go for it.
Dropped a ward
go
there.
missing. Go missing. Go. He's going to go for it. They got so many wards. He's not going to go for it just yet. But look at the pressure being put down right now. Look at the pings on the mini map.
RNG know they have to do Baron, because if Baron's, I mean, you can't do it when you take damage. They know if Baron goes, there's stuff. But look, TP coming in. They're going to collapse on them.
They're going to collapse on them. They're going to say, hey, boys, how's it going?
No.
There's nowhere for you to go, nowhere for you to hide. And RNG, they threw the Hail Mary, but they had absolutely no receivers in the end zone, and they just look like fools. Thanks for the leash, JDG. They should be able to end the game after this.
I mean, RNG held on, but, you know, there was still only just a pinky finger keeping them going. And that will finally fall down. JDG pick up the Baron. They're going to push in 3 waves of super minions plus the Baron. When you're 2 members down, basically impossible. JDG going to be able to secure that 2-0. And RNG crumbling.
If Bin and Xiaohu can survive this.
Nah, done. It's gone.
I know, but if they can, never mind. It's game over. Xiaohu's dead. Right. That's going to be it for the side of JDG going into game 2. That is a 2-0 start. And we're looking at a RNG got a reverse sweep. Yeah. They got to do it. Otherwise, this is going to be a 3-0 to JDG.